The old grandfather clock in the hall chimed 7 times, a somber sound that echoed through the quiet mansion. I was on my way to my son, Michael's, grave, just like I was every Sunday. It had been 5 years since we lost him, but the pain felt as fresh as if it were yesterday. My wife, Sarah, was still in bed, too overwhelmed by grief to join me most days. I understood. We all dealt with loss differently. I walked through the meticulously kept gardens, the morning dew still clinging to the rose petals. My footsteps were the only sound, a lonely rhythm in the vast silence. As I approached Michael's headstone, a small figure caught my eye. A young girl, no older than 10, was kneeling by the grave, her small shoulders shaking with sobs. My heart, already heavy, sank further. Who was she? And why was she here? As I got closer, I recognized her. It was Lily, Maria's daughter. Maria was our housekeeper, a kind, hard-working woman who had been with us for years. I had seen Lily around the house a few times, a shy, quiet girl who always had a book in her hand. But I had no idea she knew Michael, let alone felt such profound grief for him. I stood there for a moment, unsure of what to do. Should I approach her? Or should I leave her to her private moment? My paternal instincts took over. I couldn't leave a child crying alone. "Lily?" I asked softly, my voice raspy with emotion. She flinched, startled, and quickly wiped her tears, though more kept falling. Her eyes, red and swollen, met mine. "Mr. Davies," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "What are you doing here, dear?" I asked, my voice gentle. She hesitated, her gaze dropping to the ground. I come here sometimes," she confessed, her voice a little stronger now. "To talk to Michael." My heart ached. "You knew Michael?" She nodded, a fresh wave of tears welling up. "He was my best friend," she said, her voice cracking. "He used to tell me stories and help me with my homework. He taught me how to ride my bike." I was stunned. Michael had never mentioned a young friend named Lily. He was a private boy, even with us, his parents. But a best friend? That was something I thought he would share. "He was very kind to me," she continued, her voice filled with a childlike reverence. "He never made me feel like I was just the housekeeper's daughter. He treated me like an equal." Her words hit me like a physical blow. I had always tried to be fair to Maria, to treat her with respect. But had I ever truly seen Lily? Had I ever really looked past her mother's role in our household? The truth was, I hadn't. I had been so consumed by my own world, my own grief, that I had overlooked the connections my son had made, connections that clearly transcended social boundaries. I knelt beside her, the cold dampness of the grass seeping into my trousers, but I didn't care. "He loved telling stories," I managed to say, my voice thick with unshed tears. "He told me about the stars," Lily said, looking up at me, a faint smile gracing her lips through her tears. "He said each one was a wish waiting to come true." We sat there for a long time, sharing stories about Michael. Lily spoke of his laughter, his patience, his adventurous spirit. I spoke of his dreams, his kindness, his love for learning. We pieced together a mosaic of Michael, a boy known and loved by both a billionaire father and a housekeeper's daughter. The sun was higher now, casting long shadows across the graves. The world felt a little brighter, a little less lonely. Lily, still sniffling, looked at me. "Do you miss him a lot?" she asked, her eyes wide and innocent. I nodded, unable to speak past the lump in my throat. "Me too," she said, her small hand reaching out and gently touching mine. "But sometimes when I come here, I feel like he's still here, listening." Her simple words, full of an innocent wisdom, broke my heart and mended it all at once. I had been so lost in my own sorrow, so blind to the world beyond my grief, that I hadn't seen the love Michael had fostered, the lives he had touched in ways I never knew. We walked back towards the mansion together, a billionaire and a young girl, united in their love for a boy who had left them too soon. I realized then that grief wasn't just about loss. It was also about connection, about the enduring power of love that binds us together regardless of our station in life. Michael, even in his absence, was still teaching me. And Lily, a small, courageous girl, was showing me the way. As we reached the house, I turned to her. "Lily," I said, "would you like to come back next Sunday? We could visit Michael together." Her face lit up, a genuine smile replacing her tears. "I'd like that very much, Mr. Davies." And in that moment, as the sun warmed my face and the world felt a little less bleak, I knew that Michael was indeed still with us, in the shared memories, the quiet understanding, and the unexpected friendship that had blossomed beside his grave. The truth broke my heart, but it also filled it with a new, profound kind of love and understanding.